Hey YouTube, Natchez 860. Smoking the Bing's favorite, the rusticated model. Haunted bookshop, of course. Doing a little follow-up to last week's get-together with Sergeant Savinelli. What a great time we had. And as I was driving home after our little get-together, thought crossed my mind. That is, what do I prefer? Going out into the woods by myself and doing a video, or being with somebody else and doing a video? The more I thought about it, the more complex the question got. I was discovering there were positives and negatives on both sides. Finally decided it might be fun to do a video about it. And believe it or not, last night on Facebook in one of the pipe clubs, someone asked that same question. Happens to me all the time. Anyway, so I'm throwing a little twist on the question, and that is the difference between filming by myself and filming with somebody else. And filming by yourself has challenges, because you have to know, and I've been through this before, you have to know what you're going to talk about, and you have to have a timeline in your head as to how you're going to move through the topic and bring it to a close. While it might sound easy to do, any first-time video guy will tell you, if you don't have that all mapped out, then you just end up spinning around in circles, talking about nonsense. So that takes some work. When you're with another person, you might have a general idea as to what you're going to do. But compared to being by yourself, you go into the video unscripted. You never know what's going to happen. That has its benefits. When I go out into the woods by myself, my mind always kind of lets go. I quite often discover something about myself that I didn't know, or a thought runs through my head that I never thought of before. That's a real positive when you come out of that. Kind of refreshing. The other side of the coin, when you're with somebody else, you're feeding off each other, you're sharing ideas. That definitely has its positives. And I guess the biggest question I had for myself was, is the feeling better when I'm by myself, or is it better when I'm with somebody else? Finally came to the conclusion that they were about the same, I think. There's really something to be said for sharing an experience with another person. I tend to get more relaxed when I'm by myself. Yet I tend to feel more fulfilled when I'm doing a video with another person, as was the case last week. I guess one thing I learned this past week, I sort of suspected when the Sarge and I did the Kentucky Club review. But the viewer engagement is double what it is when you do a video by yourself. And it's very interesting to see some of the goings back and forth, not only between myself and viewers, but also Sarge would jump in on my video and I would jump in on his video, and it was pretty exciting to watch all the comments. So this whole subject has kind of haunted me this week. Wondering, would I rather do a video by myself or do a video with somebody else? And I have to say, it comes out equal every time I think about it. As far as whether I'd rather smoke a pipe by myself or smoke with somebody else, you can't beat smoking with somebody else. The pipe tastes better. The whole experience is much better with somebody else. So those are my thoughts on that subject. Filming on Thursday, because I'm not sure what Friday's gonna bring. Was considering getting a haircut tomorrow, but I might scrap that idea. Since I'm off work the rest of the week, who really cares? Anyway, thanks an awful lot for joining me. See you next video.